The Madden Bowl is a video game tournament on Madden that is worth $1 million. That is insane. And in this video, we are breaking down 3 games from Henry, one of the Madden GOATs, of how he's clinched his spot in this year's Madden Bowl tournament. I'm very excited to be sharing this with you guys. There's a lot of hidden gems and a lot of information throughout this bad boy. So get your notepads out. Make sure you guys are rewinding, rewatching. Feel free to rewatch it a few times, whatever it takes. Let's get into it. All right, men, we have Henry versus Dubby. Number 1 ranked versus number 50 ranked. Dubby is on offense in the Eagles uniforms. Henry is on defense in the Bears uniforms. Now, this game, if you know how it goes, you know how it goes. This was 2 games after I played Dubby and Dubby beat me. Quick recap on that game was that essentially, long story short, Dubby had a blitz that I could not pick up, and it limited me on offense ridiculously. I could not block his blitz. Foreshadowing here, you're going to see something very similar happen in this game. We're going to talk about that, strategies to attack that style of defense when, you know, you're in that situation, a high leverage game like this. This game's worth like 20, 30K, something ridiculous, and obviously huge legacy game for both these guys. W, one of the best defensive players in the world right now with the style blitz he's running, and Henry is the best Madden player of all time. Let's get into it. W on offense first, and immediately he goes with a halfback sweep to the right side and is actually able to pick up a pretty big run right here. I mean, I did not even know he got that many yards off it. Yeah, he gets 9 yards off it, which is really nice. About 6 yards before contact. That's obviously really ideal. Dubby in the West Coast gun bunch. Not gun bunch offset, but gun bunch. The difference, gun bunch has the halfback lined up right next to the quarterback, and in gun bunch offset, the halfback is lined up a step behind the quarterback, and you can block the tight end. Why that's different, I don't know, but it's a fact of the matter. So, Dubby in gun bunch from West Coast. I think offset's better out of Eagles, but he likes it. So Henry, long story short, putting this linebacker out here looking to loop off this edge right here. Right, this guy can loop in sometimes. And then the slot corner on the right, he's going to end up blitzing this guy a lot. Well, let's see what Dubby does here. Dubby's going to flip. You see Henry is man aligned right now, so this slot corner is going to carry over. And this sweep is actually giving Henry some issues early. Dubby knows, like he could tell just by looking at this is a pretty decent blitz. He calls for a technical timeout really fast. We're going to skip ahead a couple plays. And on 1st and 10 this time, he's actually going to get blown up. Henry says, no, no, no. I'm going to go into 3-3-5 wide right here. And if you want to run the ball from it, we're going to be able to blow it up. I need you to pass the ball. Smart play by Henry here to just immediately abandon the defense and say, nope, 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 nope. I need you to pass the ball because obviously running the ball, if you can move the ball running, like it's a pretty easy way to move the ball. You need Dubby to have to beat you, right? You need any offensive player to have to beat you. Now, 2nd and 10, Henry is saying Dubby's not going to run the ball again. Now, hindsight says that Dubby should because all of his runs have been big gains, but 2nd and 10, you don't want to, Dubby's a passer at heart. So we're looking for this loop off this edge, right? And then off this edge too. That's really what's happening here. Let's see what Dubby calls on offense. Corner strike. And I believe he's going to send 5 out. Does he send 5 out? Because that's a tough thing. That's a tough way to live. See if he does that. No, he's going to end up blocking a halfback. Good. You're going to see pressure comes in. And this is where immediately on play 1, this is the first pass play. You're like, if you're Dubby, you're like, oh. We have this loop off this left edge, which you could step up and avoid this loop off this left edge, kind of. But this slot corner just screamed at him right here. And that's where you're like, what was that? Is that fluke? What is that? Right? And so we're going to see how W goes about it on 3rd and 10. He's going to call the play deep attack. They love this play. Him, Skimbo, really love this play. And we'll see what he ends up doing. A little motion over. This time, Henry is not main aligned. You see that slot corner actually widens out right here. So he's not going to follow him across. And we're going to see deep attack actually get bagged. Really good pocket presence from Dubby and a good job getting that first down. One of the best ways to attack these, wider blitzes is stepping up the middle. Now, I've always said in the past, if you're a defensive player and they beat you by running the ball up the middle with the quarterback like this, that's just how they beat you, man. Like it's tough to win a game doing that. You can get 10-yard gains sometimes, 5-yard gains, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But to win a game like that, it's tough. But you also have to take that as an offense because you have to make them respect that. Boom, pressure, great pocket by Dubby, and he delivered a genuine just dot up top, man. Like, you see press man right here on the left side. Actually, not even press man. This streak just actually cooks a deep half. So it's a safety. Either the safety's manned up to him or the safety's in a deep half. And that looked like it was, yeah, that was man. That was man. Great pocket stepping up. You saw the loopers. Great job, W. Like, really, really good. Great first drive. 1 3rd down. That's it. Great first drive. So Henry on offense going to take out or come out in the Eagles playbook. I run the same playbook. He's going to all over to Bunch Strong Nasty from Gun Bunch. And W running this W is essentially been called the W Blitz since he started running it, where we're looking at kind of this loop right here potential, loop off this edge potential, and then he sends 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's that 6th guy? This guy. And he will come screaming right through here sometimes. User is in the middle. And we'll see how Henry attacks this. I actually was so surprised how Henry attacked this early, where Henry actually, so it's a pick 6 immediately. It's a D-line pick 6. It's a safety, but we call it a D-line pick 6 because it's from a blitzer. Now, Henry tries to 5-out this. I don't believe that's the best way to attack this style of defense, straight up. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people blitzing. So actually, W ended up bailing out the middle linebacker, I believe it was I was talking about, who comes through the B gap. But still, you're trying to block 5-on-5, a loop. You just won't really get that too often. And you see, like, the drag is hitting the hash mark by the time he's getting hit. Now, a little unfortunate to be getting hit with this because he does have a touchdown right here. And that's why I guess he did it, because he knew if he could just get time, he'd have a touchdown. But I think 5-outing that style of defense is really, really tough to do until you get a quarterback with Gunslinger and the best release in the game, which I believe is Slinger 1, especially for short passes. I believe it's still that, although some people have said it's changed. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but regardless, you got to have the best quick release in the game, and you got to have a Gunslinger. It's too hard to make a living like that. Here's the players on. You got John B's, John B's right here. Bobby V right there. Love Bobby. What up? K-Mac right there. DeKing, Dez. This is Show? I believe I'm not familiar with Show, but he has a Need It shirt on, so hell yeah. Skimbo. And then Drini right there immediately. And we see right away, though, and so I didn't quite understand this. Right away, though, Henry goes back to 5-outing this. And you actually see W's play out here. He does not send the blitz. He sends a 4-man. When I played W maybe sent when I watched all of W's games in online LMs, W maybe sent 4. Very few times, long story short. Very few times. And the blitz doesn't come in because it's only a 4-man. And it's a very basic route combo here. It's just a corner route getting open deep left. I'm pretty surprised that he did that right there. And I don't foresee him doing that much longer, honestly. I don't know if he's overthinking because he's playing Henry, that Henry's going to... I don't know. But you got here sending 6, 5, and 6 most of the time. And that's how you should keep on playing. Again, though, we see Henry going to 5-out this again. And we see that guy coming through right there, the B gap. But something to note here is kind of... For some reason, Henry's getting a lot of time against the 6-man. And you see the guy coming free is actually this guy, but he's getting like bumped in the middle, and this drag has time to develop. The corner route has time to develop. See, he's already cut. Angle route is out of the backfield. And both streaks, actually, he has a touchdown right here that he could throw. And so what I'm getting at here is that Henry's actually, whether it's lab, whether it's just confidence, I don't know. But you'll see it's kind of a common theme throughout the game. He actually has a way of 5-outing this at a pretty high clip. Right here, he does it again. And this time, it again works. And this time, a touchdown. And watch what happens here. Watch the slot corner. So the blitz is this. If you watch W, you know what I'm talking about as well. Boom, 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 boom. Right, 6. He's blocking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tight end and halfback go out. But watch the slot corner right here. Watch what happens to the slot. He's blitzing, but he actually gets caught up in the drag. See, he's now coming now. This is a touchdown. This is a touchdown. This is a big play. And so the bumping on the slot, like, slows him down. The B-gapper gets picked up. The loop gets, like, caught on the other side. And he just 5-outed a 6-man blitz and had time for a post route to develop. Which, super long story short, 1, doesn't happen, and 2, if you saw that blitz like that from W, you'd say, wow, that is the worst blitz in the game. He just sent 6 and it didn't even come in on 5. W's running the best blitz in the game. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, watch it. Yeah, we have it coming up here again. I mean, he's got enough time for that post to cross the hashes, dude. Like, what the? I mean, I remember seeing that in person. But what is this hat, bro? Does anybody know what this hat is? Please leave a comment if you know. I don't know. I don't know what the hat is. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hat is. Anyways, W on offense, so he has 14-7 lead. And he has one good offensive drive and then one pick six. So yeah, he's doing well. Gonna immediately go back to the base, or I'm sorry, to the sweep, and he's picking up yards in the sweep right there. Not as clean, but nonetheless gets 6 yards. And really, he's just trying to get Henry out of this defense, man. Just trying to get Henry out of this defense, and Henry's actually not budging. 2nd and 4. He's going to make W actually pass the ball. And so W is probably going to send a little 4-man route combo out, block the halfback. And let's see what the final route combo is. Block the halfback here. Yep, there we go. Decent route combo. Don't mind it at all. Pressure gets picked up pretty well. And W's going to be deliver a dot on the right side. And it gets knocked out, which is tough for W. Actually, that's something that really doesn't happen too much in this game, I feel like. This pass lead, I mean, it's as good as you can get it. You usually catch this ball. I know it's a big hit right here. In this game, you catch that ball for the most part. It's not like a cheat of like a D-line pick, but it's definitely like you want that one, you know? You definitely want that one, but nonetheless, 3rd and 4, still in a really good spot, and he's going to go back to, looks like corner strike here. So, he's going to 5 out it, though. Corner strike, 5 out. Got to back up too far. See, this is where I don't, man, both on 5 outing, I think I don't love. But so he tries 5 out, and you're just going to see this loop come in. I think it's this guy coming right through here. Force him to have to back up. And when you're playing the style of defense where you're blitzing a lot, hard flats are going to take away the quick read, right? So hard flats on both sides, hard fly over here, meaning that he has to throw something deep, just doesn't have time to because he 5 outed. Et cetera, and now he's on 4th and 4. He's 1 for 4 though with a 44-yard dot. Now I will say, I mean, he should be 2 for 4. He should be past a 50 right now, but he's not. So Henry with the huge opportunity right here. Obviously knows W's not going to run the ball right here. W can go back to, it looks like corner strike again. Very basic route combo here, and actually he's going to go with a mesh. I don't love the mesh as much in this situation, but I think he's just expecting man across the board. Henry gets it picked up, and W honestly makes a pretty bad read. I'm not totally sure. I think he thought this was a half, and it looks like it is. And then he thought R1 was just going to win, and he'd be able to pass it inside for a nice dot. And instead, R1 doesn't really win like that, and the half makes a really good play getting over. I believe that's what W thought was that, and still a pretty ballsy throw on 4th and 4, though. I mean, that's a pretty tough ball to fit in. It has to be perfect, even on that man coverage, it has to be almost perfect. So Henry immediately right back into the game. 5 outs again, and this is more of what you'd expect in the 5 out. This is way more of what you'd expect with the 5 outing here against the W blitz, where this guy just screams in, and this is how it becomes so tough. Henry tries to force the read backside. W gets a lurk. Yeah, this is what you expect with the 5 outing, right? And to, again, reiterate what 5 outing is, again, it's when you don't help in protection. It's when you don't block a halfback, don't block a tight end, et cetera, et cetera. W is a good defense there, but I'm very surprised by Henry 5 outing. I really am. I'm very surprised. Let's see. I'm going to go back to the sweep. I don't know why W did this, dude. I think this was a huge mistake as well. W has been running the sweep pretty high clip, motions across the sweep and tries to get it. And, I mean, even from a pure numbers game, right, like, this guy doesn't follow, right? This guy stays. So now you're running sweep with just losing a blocker this side. And he gets blown up for, actually, like, the worst-case scenario, got blown up for a loss of 5, which is just, I mean, can't lose 5 yards. W trying to set up deep attack here. This play is really good with this post route backside, right? You're going to have a streak clearing out, post route backside, and then any combination on this right side. A lot of times they'll go drag in route. We'll see what W does here. He goes zig underneath. Sure, that works. And he's going to be able to pick up this pressure pretty well. Just really, honestly, really good defense from Henry. That should have been a fumble, actually. He got pulled out of the strip animation, but should have been a fumble. I hate this for 2 different things. First and foremost, 1, W's sliding here. I am a huge believer in Madden. This has been an issue in Madden for years. You get that slide off before this guy or this guy make contact with you. Like he's sliding. He's double tap X before these guys make contact. Give him the slide. Give him the slide. Give him the slide. Then he gets pulled out of the slide. User strip on the quarterback doesn't work. And that's the best way to strip in this game. That should have been a fumble. Should have been a slide. That's what W's saying. It should have been a slide. Henry's saying it should have been a fumble. W's saying, ooh, I almost... We're going to the end of the first quarter. We're on 3rd and 2 now. Okay. I don't hate this. And this is just bad pocket by W. This is an example of when you're playing a blitz that is coming in sometimes, you can't afford to also have it come in when it's not going to, right? You have all this area. I'm actually surprised to see W do this, and I don't know if this is just him overthinking or what it is given the situation. I don't know. But this guy is going to at least delay this dude. Even if he doesn't engage, it'll delay. I mean, you can see him. It's 3rd and 2, right? He drops back 15 yards, and he has a route open. He has this route open. This comeback's about to be open too. B's actually open too, and it's the play gets ruined, long story short, because of pocket presence. Can't have bad pocket. I tell people all the time. And that literally is the difference between a play working and not working at times. So now you're on 4th and 2. Not the worst case scenario, right? Honestly, I don't hate the idea of even, considering going back to the same play. I really don't. And he's going back to this comeback drag on the left side. Comebacks are so good in this game. And then just corner route, streak, or maybe this is a post out here. Don't hate this at all. We'll see if he's able to pick up the pressure and then make the read. Oh, he's going curl route, actually. A little more of a gimmick route right here in the middle of the field, but we'll see if he's able to get it. Good user from Henry. And W just mistimes this comeback. This is open. This is a route I throw a lot, actually. He just mistimes. I think this bump right there. So what's interesting is that we're actually going to see, I believe this is an outside third that's getting this bump. I could be wrong, but I believe this style bump right here is an outside third. And because he bumped him so hard, W mistimed it, which if that is an outside third, really good adjustment from Henry. I'm pretty sure it is. I think it has to be for that bump animation. I could be wrong, but I think it has to be an outside third for that specific animation. Yeah, so Henry right back. But still, W's in a good spot. I mean, he's up 7 points on Henry right in the second quarter. Boom. Good route combo. This is a route combo that I run as well. It's actually something I used against Young Kiv a few times, where he puts an out route. I use a zig, but it doesn't really matter. And I just don't 5-out it. But similar idea. Good dot play. Boom. And again, W doesn't send pressure. And it's happened a few times now, I guess. I didn't notice it a ton while I was watching the game live, but yeah, he's not sending as much pressure as you might think. And even right there, he didn't send pressure, and he actually sent 3. And I don't necessarily know why. I'm not sure why. I mean, again, W's a pretty smart player. He is. He's been playing the game for a long time, so it's not like there's certainly probably a reason for it. It's just I'm not 100% sure why. We're going to see him audible over to goal line now. Power O. W misses the... Dang, that's tough. Tackling's hard, dude. Watch W shoot on this. Really good shoot. Really good shoot right here. Boom. Just got to make that tackle. I don't mind this being like a suction tackle either if somehow it could be. I really don't. Because targeting that, lining that up is so you should be rewarded more for the gap shoot than the 1 in 8 chance you have at lining up the perfect dive tackle on wherever he randomly points his stick at. That's unfortunate. And the tackle from behind leads him for a touchdown. So it's 14-14, but still in a good spot for W with ball. And we have a little replay happening right here, but we're going to jump right into the next play because of MCS broadcast. And we're going to see, again, I don't know what happens on this. This is another play where, we have pressure left edge, pressure right. Obviously, right dude coming in W's face right now. Jesus. But you also see where the pocket presence is, though, right? First attempt for the 21. We're on our own 10 right now. Step up. Honestly, you're still under distress. It's still tough, man. It's still tough. And it's so much easier to say it than do it. You're in a huge game right now. So many things going on in your mind. And you almost need the pocket presence to be so natural for you. And for whatever, sometimes you just lose it. Sometimes you just forget about it and you make dumb mistakes. And that's almost what it looks like right here. W going little double drags right here. And honestly, this is where it's so much worse is, W right here has good pocket presence. He probably even thinks it to himself. after that play. And look what happens. A D tackle disengages. So W gets scared, now has to roll out. He wants to throw this as almost a touchdown. I don't even know what happens on this right side. How does this happen? Because they bump. So W's now like, W's almost screwed by two of Henry's players bumping. Look at this, right? This guy's dropping. This guy's coming down, right? And watch him bump, W's running a comeback. So the guy having underneath positioning actually is really good for W. W tries throwing it because that should be open against that coverage. It's not, and he gets under pressure out of reach. Could have easily been a pick. What a crazy... What a weird... That's actually... Like, that route combo was actually open. But because Henry's players bumped, it made it not open. Whereas had W just had a streak, it would have been a touch... I hate bumping in the game, long story short. I hate bumping. And right here is just a route combo that takes a little while. It tries to go a little deep, and pressure eventually just gets in. I mean, how many Mississippis does W have in the pocket? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, just under 3 Mississippis, right? Just under 3 Mississippis, and W's now 1 for 10. I do think that 1 for 10 looks a little worse than it is. I think that 1 for 10 is a little worse. It looks worse than it is, right? Expect like the comeback, the mistiming of 1. The drop on the drop corner route, I still look at as being such a big play. Because W had, until that drop corner route, again, obviously he has not moved the ball since. But until then, he was moving the ball fine. So then you go there, then you get a sweep for 8 yards, and then W's in field goal range to take a 2-possession lead to go up 17 or something, right? Drops that corner route. Again, does that change everything? Probably not. But if you ever played sports, you do understand how little shit can make kind of a big difference. I don't know if I love this route come. I just don't think this drag does anything on 4th and 10. Maybe a smart route in or something. And, I mean, there's just nothing there. There's nothing there. And Doe just kind of laughing a little bit. He's like, all right, fair. Good defense from Henry. Good D. Henry audibling down to single back wing slot. See him go with the RPO stretch probably. Yep, stretch bubble. Boom. Honestly, W didn't have defense for this. I'm kind of surprised. I feel like this was a pretty predictable play call. I feel like it was a pretty predictable one. And I'll be honest, dude. I'll tell you this, dude. I've always been a pretty big talker in sports. If you watch my streams in these competitive games or the videos we post, I feel like I talk a decent amount of shit, and that's all online. And when I've played in person as well, I feel like I've done that. If Henry talks shit to you, what do you say? Like, there's a clip of Henry telling Gabagool he sucks. What do you respond with? Because, you can't, Gabagool can't say, no, you suck. Because Henry's won 6 belts. He's won 6 belts, and it's made $1 million off of Madden. What do you say back to him? And not only that, dude, Henry, maybe he was, I don't know, chunky or something, but Henry's, in good shape, too. I was honest, what do you do? Well, if Henry's capping at you, and now he's up, he just scored 21 straight. W can't even say anything. What a tough spot, man. So I'm serious. I don't know what you would say. You just have to nod your head. Yes, sir. No, sir. 2nd and 14. I pray I never get into a live event and Henry talks shit to me. I'll just, yeah, no, you're right. I do suck. Has the zig, throws the zig, and we have a completion, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we had one, but we got it, boys. We got it. It's like if you're playing basketball, right, and you're in high school and you're going up against you're 5'10", high school JV player, and you're going up against a 6'10" future NBA All-Star. It's like, dude, he's talking shit to you. It's like, yeah, no, yeah. Picks up the pressure. Now W has a chance to get moving, and so this is why I think this is an outside third, and W's pretty confused by this. Yeah, W's saying, what is that? So watch this press right here, right side, behind my face cam a little bit. This press, they bump a ton, and it's going to keep him a little bit lower to be able to play this crosser. W has to wait a little bit longer. The timing's a little bit different, and that's 2 different routes we've seen now thrown that are open, but because timing has been disrupted, W has mistimed them basically. And then you combine, right, now the timing's a little bit different with he's under pressure, so now his mindset is, gotta pick up the pressure, gotta avoid the pressure, now I gotta make this throw, but then I have to adjust for the timing difference. Also, and this is worth noting, W is on PlayStation, so it's like, geez, dude. And also, Henry's just playing great defense, too. Like, he's making a lot of, like, the throws that are open are tough throws. Let's go double drags right here. Not a bad route combo. Not a bad route combo. And then you just see, I mean, like, you see how hard he's working in the pocket right here. Yeah. This is honestly why I think bunch offset's a little bit better, right? Is I think in this situation now, at this point in the game, I hate it, but I think you got to max protect. I think you block this guy, and you have 3 routes, and you say, hey, I'm going to run 3-man combinations, and we're just going to get open. Like, we're just going to find a way to get open. I'd rather get bagged with my routes than... I mean, this is miserable, dude. Like, look at this. You immediately have to step up, avoiding him. What do you do? Great defense. Good coverage, too, obviously. But, I mean, what do you do, man? It's miserable. I mean, I literally felt just like this when I played Dubby a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I'm just like, all right. Quick throw, got the flat. Good read by Dub, and Jukes back inside for a 4th and 6 right here. We'll see what the play call is. And you've also seen, too, dude, is that because Dubby's been kind of like, because the tide shifted so much, it feels like Dubby's getting blown out. And it feels like that to Dubby. And Henry feels like he's winning by a lot. Dubby's only down by 7. Dubby has totally abandoned the halfback sweep, which was working at a high clip to begin the game. Has totally abandoned it, right? And remember, early in the game, on the 3rd play of it, Henry actually got out of this defense and went to nickel 3-3 Cub, which I assume Dubby would love to play against. And he's totally abandoned it at this point. And it wasn't a time thing either. It's just a feeling thing almost. Which I'm almost maybe a little bit surprised from Dubby, but Dubby's also just a passer. Like, he's a passer first. Someone, a lot of other guys would have kept running. Boom, Dubby's going to take the zig and get the first down. Good read right there. Surprised the flat wasn't a little bit closer to that from Henry. And Dubby's going to go a little hurry up right here. We'll see if he goes back to what he goes to here, I guess. Going to... Okay. And that motion across... Yeah, he goes to the sweep. I don't know why he does that. I don't know why he does that. I wonder if that was something he was told and it's just wrong, because like the sweeps are working were not this. And so he does go to that sweep that I mentioned, and he'd probably think the same thing that I just mentioned, but he's just taking the guy away from there. And I'm not sure. I'm truthfully not 100% sure. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see though. Yeah, now he can't do it, obviously. Let's go back to probably. I mean, you might keep hitting the zig routes to the left side. Not going to, but honestly, I think he should have. I think he should just keep going zig routes to the bunch side, because I mean, Henry's given him up a few times now on some pretty big downs too, and right there it would have been open as well. Zig route to Shannon Sharp probably. Flipperooski from Dubby, bunch to the right side right now. Let's go. What do we got? Corner route. Trying to force it, not able to. Good man coverage right there. Dubby takes, yeah, you just need your corner route to win. He didn't win by enough. And this is also a situation where I think, so honestly, this is kind of a big point when it comes to passing that a lot of people overlook until you get really good, is that this corner route, we're on the middle hash right now, right? This is a left hash, right hash. So if he was on the left hash, this corner route would have more room to run to the sideline and could get open. Notice where Dubby has to pass lead this for it to be open. And this is an open ball. Like, this is an open ball. Obviously, the animation isn't good because of the sideline. So you got to think, if he's 4 yards to the left right there, left hash, this is more of an open ball. But he ran that sweep on first down, got caught in the middle of the field. Boom. And now just like that, we're not on a hash mark. I love being on a hash mark. Obviously, not every play needs to be on a hash. You don't always need to be on one. But it's one of the reasons I always return, I for the most part, return kicks, is just because I love being on a hash mark. Whether it's short side, wide side, I just think middle of the field's tough. And just because routes don't, it's just less consistent, I feel like. You have to get more comfortable. So we'll see. Ooh, cross or corner. I don't love this route combo. Screamed at, has to chuck something. Yeah. Yeah. Henry's what, 10 yards away from, I'm sorry, about 15 yards away from field goal range, about 15, 16, 17, give or take. We'll see what the play call is here out of Bunch X Nasty. Timeout Dubby, don't hate that call. Still, I mean, so who gets ball at half? Henry gets ball at half. The game isn't over, though. The game is not over yet, but it's not looking good. I would love to see Dubby try heating him up, and he does actually send a little bit of pressure right here. I would love to see W really start trying to send pressure at Henry and just try to heat him up. I feel like, man, watching it, I'm really a little surprised why he didn't. I would love to see if W does a breakdown on this. I'm very interested to see to hear him talk about just this game in general. But then, especially because, so look what happens here. This makes no sense to me, dude. So touchdown, right? Yep. Oh, jeez. But look. So Henry 5 outs this. And maybe W's expecting him to 5 out, so he only sends 5, right? Boom, 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 boom. Because this will come in. This 5-on-5 comes in Madden, especially a really good blitz like this. But watch this slot corner again. Same route combos before. He just gets caught up on the drag. Now he's not coming in until super late, and he can't even get free. And Henry's able to let, I believe that was an angle route from the tight end, get all the way across the field. And I don't know. That's happened twice now from Bunch Strong. And perhaps that's something I should look into. I don't know. But it's interesting. It's something that you wouldn't really expect. Because usually you just wouldn't be able to do that. W, not great. I'm a little, almost like a little underprepared in terms of like stretch defense. I don't know if there's like old style stretch defense where you can shoot this. It's pretty hard to do this year. And touchdown for Henry. That's going to take us to the half. So watching this back, I realized that my face cam freezes in the bottom right for the rest of this video. So enjoy, I guess. Just keep that in mind. I do apologize. We'll skip ahead a little bit. And we'll see what Henry's able to do out of the half. So Henry now up 14 with ball. Going to start running the ball a little bit now. And he's obviously, Henry, one of the things, dude, that he's really good at, obviously, the game. But clock management, he does a really good job at. A lot of these dudes who are high-level prolific passers, they really can hurt themselves late into games because they don't run the ball very well. They don't intentionally chew the clock, which you should be doing. And, I mean, Henry knows how valuable a 3-possession lead is. And even right there, I mean, Henry probably should have cut it down a little bit more. But nonetheless, he took the play clock all the way down to 10, ran the ball, can keep the clock moving again. Or you'll see a lot of people pass. And I'm one of my worst things as a Madden player is clock management. I'm terrible at it. I really am. I'm getting better at it. I think part of it's my confidence has grown. Right there's a dot. As a Madden player, I'm getting better at it and being more conscious about it because I do understand that it's so important. The thing like with Madden, no matter who you're playing, for the most part, if you can hold them to a couple threes, right, stop in the red zone a couple times, and then you can not lose the turnover battle, and you do okay with clock management. You can keep it a one-possession game deep into the game. And if that's the case, you have a chance to win the game, right? Even if they're way better than you. That's how a lot of people have made their livings against people who are better than them, right? And it's not just like people like Problem, people like Deliverance a few years ago. I can think of when he would play people who were way better than him at the game, and Kenneth Walker touchdown. But he would be able to control the clock, and right there he intentionally falls, trying to chew more clock, which is a wild move. Joke was like that big time, although Joke was typically better than people, but he still played that style. There's a lot of people like that. And it works. It's not the style I love, but it's really, really good. Let's see what W does here. See if he's able to stop this. This blows up dive. I see. Just a fumble would be so costly. It really would. So there's that gap shoot, actually, that W was trying to do earlier. That time he gets it, but even still, it's just those gap shoots now are so hard. You just don't have the speed at user. So now W has allowed 21 straight. We'll see. How does he actually move the ball right here? Oh, yeah, he just picks up this blitz, and I think it's blown coverage from Henry. Yeah, 4-man gets picked up. Good pocket, really good pocket, able to see the post route. And so that's how you know. So let's watch this outside guy on the left. So this guy gets that super press, right? Boom. This is an outside third. And that's what it's been all game. Bad click on from Henry. Touchdown W. Hey, a little bit of life. W went for 2, didn't get it. But a little bit of life for W. Henry, though, still going to be milking the clock. Still obviously in a great spot. Good D first play, so going to force Henry to pass the ball. And it's like, okay, we got a little bit of a game here. We have a little bit of a John Madden football game now. It's going to a wide trail. And I'm watching it back now, and I'm actually analyzing it. Like, dude, you guys might be getting a little bit too much too much info because he's calling the same play over and over again. That post route again, touchdown. Jeez. Oh, God. W almost went viral. And I think the reason he's doing this, man, maybe I'm wrong, but I almost wonder if this traffic here, it's a solid route combo, but I wonder if that traffic there almost Fs up that slot corner so much. I almost think that almost feels like it has to be it because he's called that specific play numerous times, and we've seen it mess up that slot corner right there. I think that slot corner zoned out, but I wonder. Hey, that's what I'm gonna be testing after this. I'm drinking a little pre-workout right now. I think I'm drinking pre-workout to go to the gym. I'm hitting practice mode, buddy. Hitting the lab. Inside zone. Good shoot. Gotta hold him to 3, I guess, but really you just gotta force a turnover. Like holding to 3 is still a 3-possession game. 18. So and Henry knows that. He's gonna take this all the way. At the minimum, he's gonna kick his 3 with 3:30 on the clock. If not less somehow, right? Go to inside zone. Let's go. Boom. Not able to get any yards, but doesn't really matter too much. 14 rushes, 52 yards, 4 tutties. Play calls from Henry. He runs the ball, cuts it all the way outside. Kind of a cut that doesn't happen too much. Then he purposely goes down. Yeah, that's going to take the game, pretty much the rest of the game, man. Yeah, he goes up, and we can watch W move the ball a little bit, but it's pretty much the same idea as most of the game. Fast forward slightly. W did score right here, I guess. And, yeah, good little route combo right there. But, I mean, he doesn't get the onside, so it's GG's. Just going to run the ball, calls a timeout. Dez versus Henry, the number 1 seed versus the number 2 seed. Look, you say Madden has all the fluke in it that you want, but these guys made the Madden Bowl championship 4 or 5 months ago in the end of Madden 23, and they're back in the championship of the very first tournament of Madden 24. So, I don't know, as much RNG and Mickey Mouse and BS as there is in Madden, if you're really good at the game, you'll typically win your games, all right? So, immediately, Dez is on offense. He actually audible down and do a little run player here, a little RPO power-o. I wonder, I kind of wonder why that's his first play call, and part of me thinks that he just goes to that because it's the first play of the game, and immediately he goes hurry up and audibles over to bunch strong. Now, good, nice read. Packers bunch strong has this nice little play that's called flood. Flood seems to be a popular play name for a lot of different formations, but this flood has a deep corner route, has a flat, and a stock fade, and then this guy's on a in route right here. All right, it's a pretty good stock play. He snaps it pretty fast, able to pick up the pressure, and you see he actually throws this in route. Remember, this guy was starting right here, cutting up and in. He's throwing that in route before he even breaks in this little pocket right here. He saw this guy blitz. It was this guy. He started up here, blitzed. He's able to throw that right there. Scarier throw, tough dot. You have to time that right, but you can definitely get used to it. He actually messes. I don't know what he's doing right there. All right, he's doing something in controller settings. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? Let's skip ahead a little bit. All right, so how are we already on second? Okay, here we go. Sure, I may have missed one play. I apologize. Inside zone. Able to get just about nothing. 3 rushes for 18 yards, so the one play he missed was a run play. I'm sorry if you were upset about that. Henry going to be in dollar right now, and whenever you're playing against dollar, you got to watch for these slot corners coming off both edges, but it does leave a pretty big opening where if this guy blitzes, because this takes a second for this guy to get in, you can attack right where he's leaving, okay? The blitz can be good, but it can take a second, and he's actually, look at the play call here from Henry, or from Dez, is for that. And he actually, he actually had that area of the field. That's a play right there, Y curl. Dez calls it a lot. Again, he is in the Jets playbook. Really, really good playbook. He's an audible around a lot, and as I say that, he audibles over to the bunch tight end. Henry's still in dollar, not baselined right now, and you're gonna see pretty basic combo. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, this blitz can be really, really good. It's just the thing is with this blitz, it does take a second. I don't love dollar to attack the style blitzing. I'm surprised he went to it, and I think he just saw he could pick it up. See the slot corner come off the edge. Really good pocket from Dez to step up and make sure he didn't get a big sack. Because if you step backwards right there, it becomes a 4th 16, 4th 17. 4th and those are tough. 4th and 12, obviously hard, but 4th and 17, much harder. Let's go 4th and 12. He's audibling over to. He's gonna stay in bunch. Inside cross seems to be the play call, and you gotta watch this C route. It looks like is my guess. Watch this. Timeout from Henry. Yeah, I mean it's a huge down. It's a huge down. Burn the timeout. Get your defense correct. Looks like Henry is sweating a little. Is he sweating? Maybe it's just the light on his face. Can't tell. Can't tell. The crowd's about to go crazy. See W right there. We have, is that K-Mac? Yeah, K-Mac, Primrose. Not sure who this is. Can't tell. Skimbo right there. Another girl. Dude. Can't tell. Anyways, I believe that was Bobby V up front as well. All the way over to the bunch strong. Probably going to be Flood again if I had to guess. We'll see if I'm right. No, it's not. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, I was going to... Okay, it goes to Y Trail. Sure. Streak Square? No? 4th and 12. I'm not loving what I'm seeing right now. Well, show me... He's really... This is just not a great play. It just wasn't a great play. Yeah. So, route combo was angle route, in route, post route from behind my face cam, corner route, but nothing's really helping that corner get open. And then this guy's blocking. Yeah, I'll be honest. That play sucks. Yeah, that's not a great play. That's just there's not much more now. Is that 6? Okay. All right. There we go. I'm surprised that's the play call he had. I thought maybe he'd go like flood concept to the left backside post. That wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, make him respect the deep corner route, make him respect the post route. He just had so much over the middle of the field, and that's why I don't love it, because you muddy up the middle of the field. Kind of guess passing almost when you get that. It's just so much happening in the middle of the field. It's just hard. Yeah, and that angle route wasn't even really a threat to get the first down unless he had a bunch of time, but it was kind of obvious Henry was going to blitz, I felt like. We got a lot of hindsight, I guess, happening right here, but didn't love it. We're going to skip ahead about 30 seconds, see what Henry's first play call is, and his first play from his own 41. Bunch to the right side. He's in Eagles. And so you'll see Henry run his bunch to the wide side a lot and also to the short side. So right now we're on right hash, bunch to the right. That's bunch to the short side because it's to the short side of the field. ISO to the wide side. A lot of different things you can do both ways. I'll run my bunch both ways as well. And he calls verticals very first play. You're going to see, yeah, verticals, dude. I'm wondering if I'm missing something. If you know this, please let me know. If you're a comp player who watches this, I know we have some comp players who watch these videos. Can you tell me? Because in Madden 24, when you run verticals to the short side, this B receiver will like hit the sideline and run backwards sometimes. If you know what I'm talking about, please also tell me so I don't relate. So I get some reinforcement in the comment section, please. All right. And I've seen some of these comp guys, it just doesn't happen to. Henry calls vertical short side and he's able to beat cover 2 because of it, which makes sense. But I'm like, how do I do that? Because mine don't do that. Mine hit the sideline, bounce directly down. And I'm like, that'd be sick if I could do it as well. I don't know what's up with these water bottles for them, man. I don't, they're just plain like water bottles. I don't know. And then, yeah, juke move. Good vertical short side beats will always beat cover 2. But this year it just wasn't as prevalent because they would like hit the sideline, bounce back. So it's like, it didn't get upfield. Doesn't matter. Dez getting screamed at, throws the ball away. I actually am shocked that he got that ball away. The blitzers kind of went all over the place. I believe that was a dummy blitz right there. Maybe it wasn't. We're going to watch Henry. So Henry right now, he has moved this slot corner in. Even though we didn't get to see him move in, he's moved him in. He's going to contain, okay? So now, think about the loop blitzes, right? It's all about getting a guy from outside or something and putting him in a contain. Well, you can do that from dollar. So now he's combining two different pretty good blitzes where on one edge you have a loop. So this guy can loop, this guy can loop, they can loop in, right? You have that kind of loop style blitzing that we've seen so much of. And usually that's when like the D end will just come in free or something like that. And then on the other side, we just have a standard slot corner blitz, which is also really good where this guy's coming, you know, and this guy can apply that pressure. We'll see what happens. Let's watch that right side corner, right side slot corner, I should say, and see if they loop. And he tries to. But Dez has protection for it. But Dez also does exactly what I mentioned before, and that when this guy comes, no pause, when this guy's coming, you can attack right above him, right? You can just pop it right over his head. So we'll see that exact thing right there. This guy's in a hard flat, boom, or man up maybe onto the halfback. And you're able to hit that with that Y curl play out of Gun Bunch Jets playbook, where it has that kind of in-breaking route, right? This guy, Y curl, is on this route. This is a streak. This is like a seam streak, inverted streak, whatever you want. I don't know what it's called, running a seam. Now he's going to play deep corner, and he's actually going to look for a little bit of a bomb. Don't know if he'll have the time for it, and definitely not when you get shedded up the middle. Risky. I feel like with the, I don't know. I feel like with the pressure, and you've got to see him move that slot corner in right there, but the pressure Henry's sending, I don't know if I'd really look for bombs. I just don't. Yeah, that's just a bad throw. Straight up bad throw. We can talk about this play and why that kind of happened. But when someone's sending pressure at you, and maybe even you're a little annoyed, it looks like Dez might be a little annoyed for whatever reason. Like, you just like, okay, touchdown. Even if you see the coverage, right? Let's say they're sending 5 at you, sending 6 at you, and you're like, dude, he's in cover 3. I have a cover 3 bomb. Well, what's the thing with a cover 3 bomb? Let's say you're waiting on a post route. If you're waiting on a post route, it's gonna take what, 3 seconds to get open? They're sending 5 at you. You're gonna get shedded or something, right? This situation right here, we have 2nd and 18. He tries to go verticals. Pretty popular route combo. And you really just had to make the read between this guy in this situation. He's manned up. He's covered. So it's just boom, boom. He has the halfback, but he ends up just making a quick read because he's under pressure. And yeah. And that can just happen sometimes when you're annoyed and you're under pressure. Madden really is, and I'm giving it more and more credit as I've gotten older, I think, where Madden's a big mental game. And like that's a read that Dez doesn't make a mistake on a lot. But in a high-pressure game, he's already gotten stopped once. He just tried. The last play, he was annoyed that he got sacked on what he said was a touchdown, or it looked like he thought was a touchdown. And so he just kind of makes a kind of annoyed read, and it backfires, right? So now he's in a bad spot. Henry going to run the ball, and this does not help you from a mental standpoint where Henry has 2 plays of offense. One was a 1-play touchdown on a wheel route, and the other was an inside zone now that he broke 13 yards on. And let's see. Henry going verticals to the short side. Why does his verticals not bump, dude? Oh my goodness. This guy right here, I mean, this, like, does he know something? I just don't. This guy right here will, like, bump the sideline a lot and come back. But for Henry, he just runs up. He ends up going verticals, but with a wheel route right here, or I'm sorry, a drag right here. So same idea. This guy comes, right? We're able to hit right where he leaves. He leaves, so you're able to hit right there. Pretty basic, right? Nothing. When you really think of it like that, it's pretty, like, it's not crazy. It's not, it's certainly, a lot of people are like, oh, glitch plays, this and that. It's like, not a glitch play, dude. Like, that's just, I mean, shit, that's just basic football, bro. You attack where the blitzer leaves. Another run play, and he falls into the end zone. Dez is pretty frustrated. I felt like Dez was pretty frustrated in the Drini game, too. I don't know if he's just, like, on high, like, because this is the same day. I don't know if he's just kind of amped up. But, I mean, yeah, down 14. He doesn't get ball at half. It's his ball right here. Let's see. Boom. Checks it down underneath. Bo Jackson gonna get a few yards. I mean, it's a long game, right? We talked about that. If you watch our breakdown videos, please, you gotta watch some more of these because there's always a ton of really good stuff happening in here, right? It's a really good insight, I think, into a lot of good stuff in Comp Man that's really easy to miss. Even when I'm casually watching these games, I miss this stuff until I go back in and I, like, purposely am, like, thinking about it right now. These are long games, right? Dez just needs a touchdown, and then he needs to stop at some point in the game, right? It's really all it is. You don't even need to stop in the first half. You just need a touchdown, get a stop at some point. You have 3 more quarters to get a stop. And those can be half stops as well, right? You hold them to 2 field goals. So definitely a winnable game. You can't get out of this, especially in a belt game. All the way over to Gun Bunch Strong, corner strike. This short corner route is really good. See if he goes to it here. Gonna be tough to defend that corner route, I believe. Goes, whew, tough throw, good ball though. Again, I mean, this is basic, right? Watch. This guy comes, his user bites down, he has a streak behind it. This guy bails into a half or, you know, in some kind of deep zone. Let's see. So it's basic. This is basic. Watch what happens. User bails, this guy comes, this guy bails. So where can you attack? Right there in that seam. Now it can be scary. You'd be scared. It's a tough throw. It's not a throw that I don't think you want to live on that throw. But can you definitely make that throw? Yes. Yes, especially when we get velocity chems, which I hope they take forever to put in, but especially when we get, you know, set feet lead, pass the elite, et cetera, you can fit these things in, right? And now we're just going with a kind of a basic flood on this backside. We have deep in route, streak, and then a C route, which is really nice. And he just gets screamed at. Yeah, he gets screamed at. And that's that, right, that's what I was saying earlier. We have the slot blitz on this side, but then we have a loop right here where these guys will literally just loop. And watch the right side defensive end and the slot corner. Yep, I mean, yeah, both guys came free. And yeah, I mean, that's why those style of blitzes are so good. This year's interesting, man, where there's a million different blitzes, I feel like, that you could see at any point. And you kind of just got to know right there again, pressure, had a quick throw it, good defense. You kind of just got to know how to block a lot of different things and to attack a lot of different things. You know, the nice thing about the quick snapping thing that got patched 2 weeks ago was that you could just keep the offensive tempo so fast where they couldn't set up these pretty powerful blitzes. But now they can set these blitzes up. Good dot right there over to verticals. Had the tight ends wheel as well. But now they can set up all these blitzes. So you got to constantly be looking at the defense and saying, what blitz are they setting up? Because look, right here, Henry is no longer setting up the loop. He actually pinched his guys and probably is going to send double slot. So the way you block that might be a little bit different. And now it looks like he's trying to adjust again. This guy's glitched out. Looks like it's just going to be an inside zone, though, from Dez. And he gets a gain of 3. Okay. Got to find a way to get 7, though. Kicking 3 here, this close. Kicking... If you had to, let's say you get to a 4th and 7, do you kick? It's tough because you don't get ball at half. And these are, you're playing one of the best offensive players ever, one of the best players ever. Loop right side. Oh... That's a good ball. What a... That's tough. That's a pretty sexy ball. It's a corner route. That's nice, man. I've thrown that ball in the past. That's a nice ball. So let's look at this, right? We have a little post. We have wheel. And then he's actually going to put a zig out here to push out any flat zones. And then motion in the corner out. So it's a little like delayed corner. This guy's an in route now. A little delayed corner. Gets into the pocket right there. I don't know, maybe he threw it a second too soon, but you'd like to see this guy make the catch right here and just eat a hit and just if you hold on to it. Instead, it goes through his hands. And that's tough. You're playing bad. Dez not playing good until that drive was a good drive, but like besides that, not playing good. And then that happens. Henry obviously in a great spot now. Gives ball a half. Game. I mean, you could take this drive to half, right? He's probably gonna just make sure you stay in bounds, all that good stuff. But you can take this to half. Yeah. And let's see what he does left side. Corner, yep, C route. C route's tough, dude. C route's tough. Henry, 1st and 10. You're going to go read option. You have to, right? He's just going to hand that ball. That read option on that play, pretty much always a handoff. Just keeping the clock moving because now he should be snapping this underneath 2:30, which means that if this next play is in bounds, finishes in bounds, we'll be at the 2-minute warning. At the 2-minute warning, I mean, it's tough for Dez, dude. This is a really, really tough spot. All over to bunch nasty strong, which I'm certainly a fan of. And runs the ball again. Yep. Another big gain. So now we're taking this inside of to the 2-minute warning now. We'll skip ahead because he's going to run that all the way down. You got to. Apparently he called a play as well. Brought it down to the 155. That clock's still ticking though. You saw so 2nd and 9. That just means we just skipped over a run. And yeah, goes to a run play. Clock's ticking. It's a tough spot to be if you're Dez. You gotta keep playing, right? You have to keep playing, keep trying, keep doing everything you can. Because if you can get a stop right here, right? Best case scenario, you hold Henry to 3 right here, right? He goes up 17-0, right? With about a minute left, let's say. A minute 10. You have a minute 10 to go get 7. If you can get 7, cut it to 7-17. If you can hold him to 3 on his drive after half, you're down 7-20. Score a touchdown. It's a 1-drive game. And there's life, right? So the game's not over, even though it feels like it, right? Even watching it, it's like, oh, this game's cooked and first down. But even watching it, it's like this game's cooked. But when you're in here, you can't. And that goes for, even head-to-head games, right? Because we've seen these people make really, really stupid mistakes. We've seen everybody make really, really dumb mistakes. And all it takes is one bad read. Henry could get cheated at some point, could fumble, whatever, throws, bad pick, inaccurate. Because there's still going to be pass plays and stuff. So you just don't know, right? You just don't know. So you gotta keep playing, even though it can suck. I've been on this position in Dez's shoes before. Thankfully, not in an MCS tournament, but in various tournaments I've been in it. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks. And I've always been like, where I'm just like, dude, F this. Like, this is stupid. Especially in Dez's case where he threw that pick. That was pretty undeserved, I felt like, in the red zone. Good pocket from Henry. 4th and inches. So that's what he needs. And Henry's gonna... This is literally what you need. Like, this is exactly what you need. Is for Henry to go for this. He shouldn't. He really shouldn't. He's just... he's gonna go for it. Yeah, this is what you need, though. Like, if you get a stop right here, this is such a game. Such a game again. It's a tough call for Henry, because if you get this, you ice the game. If you don't get it, Dez still has life. But getting this is like... It's tough to overcome. You see a stacked box right here. Everyone's in the box. Press coverage. Gotta be expecting a possible run. Henry might run this ball. I have no idea what he's gonna do. It looks like he's actually gonna take the delay. I think that's smart. Yeah, I think that's smart to do. Let's see, does it kick? Yeah, that's smart. You leave, because you don't get that, dude. Dez gets so much life. The replay right here of that. Yeah, that's got to be a catch. That's literally in his hands. Ah, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough, honestly. Ah. Yeah, and so now, again, kind of attacking that same kind of seam area of the field that we talked about earlier, where Dez was able to attack. He's got to go fast, spikes it. Yep. But, I mean, he kicks 3. There's some little bit of life. Get 3 points. Get 3 points, right? Get 3 points. Run the play flood. You got deep corner out. You got a flat route. He's gonna run this instead. You can work in the middle of the field a little bit. You just gotta spike it afterwards. Can't take a sack. Quick throws. Yeah. The middle third picks it, and this is everyone's kind of seeing. It's like you see like Skimbo's face. Skimbo feels bad for Dez. It's just a tough spot. Oh man. Henry's gonna try to get more points. Don't blame him. All right, a little swat, nice. Looks like he's going for a touchdown right here. You saw him match the previous play, so I think he's going for a match bomb. He actually, no, he didn't have it. Throws it away. 13 seconds left. He's going to push again, try to get into field goal range. Again, all points are huge. And like, Henry gets ball at half. Going first under again. Yeah, okay. See what the play call is. Motion this dude into a curl route. Wonder why he does that. I don't know. Pressure. Quick throws the curl and gets it off. That's one of those ones, honestly, if you're Dez, dude, you need that ball not to get off. That's tough. That's tough. You need that ball not to get thrown, or not to get off. Henry's going for a bomb. No way. Yep, he's going for a bomb. Watch it circle on the right side. Nope, not there. Quick throws that. Is that even a throw that you can make? Can he kick from here? I mean, that's insane. I'll say it. That's a cool little play. Is that a consistent throw? You can make it. So he's going to kick the field goal and make it. Streak. Boom. And then this guy's like behind him on like a delayed streak, basically, because it's a wheel. Is that a thing that beats zone? Really? That's insane. Huh. Wow. Out of half. Henry up 20 zip. Henry has the ball. We'll see what he does. He's going to go immediately to the ground game. Dez stack it. I mean, this is almost like you're going to give up a touchdown defense. He had everybody in the line of scrimmage. Jeez. That is something, having everybody in the line of scrimmage. He's just dying to get a turnover right here. Look at everybody within a yard of the line of scrimmage, essentially. And this just looks like a touchdown, honestly. Honestly, I think Dez is almost out of it right here. Yeah, it's a pretty obvious touchdown. He's just, so he gets 70 yards, not a touchdown, my fault. He's just trying to stack everybody, trying to do something, get Henry to do anything stupid. I mean, honestly, that's kind of what you want right there, is Henry to pass the ball in that situation, right? And hope that he just makes a mistake, but just the streak's wide open. You can't blow that coverage like that. Inside zone, that's out. RPO read, rather. Gets a gain of 1. Home to 3, dude. You have a little bit of life. Home to 3. Yeah, a little bit of life, man. A little bit. Henry's going to go back to the RPO read. See him milking the clock all the way down. Good stop right there. Going to probably pass on 3rd and 9. Hey, I mean, give him a pass. Could be a turnover. Could be a turnover. You're going to get him going to a... I got to know how he's running for its under, bro. Because, like, my wheel route do not run up the sideline. Oh! That's literally exactly what he needed. That's exactly what he needed right there. Henry or Dez gets him to throw. Because you could lurk that. And this guy, too. That's what you needed. You just didn't get he wasn't close enough. Tough throw. Risky throw. Really risky throw. You think if they would have picked that ball off? Long shot. But life. You can go over back to the inside zone. Yeah. Yep. RPO read or whatever. RPO read bubble. Bo Jackson, 2nd and 7. Milking the clock now. Milking. Inside zone. Or rather, that was 0-1 trap. Gets nothing out of it. Let's see what Henry does on 3rd and 8. I'll be honest, dude. I'm like low-key getting on my Xbox right now to try to get verticals to work to the short side. Because mine don't. My verticals, and I'd really like it to work. I'd really enjoy that. What's the play call, Henry? What's the play call? Mesh flat? The play call, the visuals glitch a little bit. He's going to take a delay. No. Run the ball again. Pancakes. Jukes inside. He's going to end up kicking 3, probably. Let's see. Dez. Still a 3-possession game. Certainly you got heart. Certainly 4 interceptions is not what you want in an MCS game. That's for sure. That is for sure. Quick throw, got it. Good. Hurry up. Snap the ball. Gotta snap the ball. Yeah, one more play before the 3rd. Very important. Hut. Step up. Got the halfback. And he fumbled. Nice. I'll be honest. Not really much more to break down. Dez loses this game. If you couldn't tell, Dez loses this game. Henry wins. I believe. What is the final score here? Not gonna break down. I mean, Henry just runs the ball out. Yeah, game's over. Final 4 of the Madden Championship Series Harvest Tournament. This game right here is worth $25,000, I believe. And we have Henry on defense against Too Tenacious on offense. Henry and the Bears, Too Tenacious in the Cowboys. Now, a lot of people may not be familiar with Too Tenacious, but a fun fact about him is that he was actually in the very first ever MCS live event back in Madden 16. He's only 25 years old as well, so he would have been like, what, 16 when he did that in Madden 16? So, pretty cool. And now he's back in the live event right here. Final Four is very hard to get to, obviously, and he's taking on the greatest Madden player of all time, Henry. Now, we're going to see a big difference here is that quarterback position for each of these guys. Now, on offense for Too Tenacious, he's got Warren Moon, kind of more of a, arguably kind of a jack of all trades type quarterback where you're going to be able to get some set feet, or you're going to be able to get some route chems with him, gunslinger, get some speed. And then Henry, we'll talk about that when he's on offense. But we have Eagles playbook and immediately a big 4th and 3 for Too Tenacious. Eagles playbook on offense for Tenacious. I believe it's 4-6 on defense for Henry. Drops back, the play double post, and we're going to be able to find this drag just barely open, coming all the way across from the ISO wide receiver. Watch this right here. We have man coverage on the right side. Really a lot of man coverage here. Henry on defense in the nickel 3-3, coming out in something called nickel blitz 0, which is a play call. Now, he's always shifting his linebackers to the left, creating this guy right here. Almost looks like a slot corner or an outside linebacker. And then we have a slot corner on the opposite side. And Henry blitzes this backer right here often, looking to get him to come in through the B-A gap area. Okay, so keep that in mind. Right there, he doesn't, though. And he plays pretty good defense, just some man coverage gets a little bit beat with that drag. Drags, zigs, posts, all great ways of beating man coverage. But if you're Too Tenacious, right, a lot of people call him just Tenacious or Tenna, you don't want to start out with immediately you're struggling to get yards. And then after this run play right here, he has called 5 plays on offense for 12 yards, 13 yards. Not great. And 3 of those have been runs for almost no gain at all, which obviously he's looking to get the run game going early, but not able to. The play double post, man, is one of those plays. We have a scheme over on Civil DG using a lot of double post out of our Eagles playbook. And I've been huge on it where, man, if you can get good at double post in Madden, there's an example of that one being a good dot. I apologize for the kind of frame rate issues. We download these from YouTube. Sometimes the frame rate quality can kind of buffer back and forth. But double post and verticals out of gun bunch offset, man, you're able to get good at those plays. You will beat a lot of Madden players. You really, really will. They're just so powerful. Right here, we have a cool play called curl flat, actually. So we're going deep corner route from our point wide receiver, R1. This is a stock deep corner route. And then curl flat, we're going to put an outside corner route from our outside wide receiver here. It's going to go a little bit shorter. And then we have a tight end streak to clear out. And you can actually see right here, we have circle open deep right. Now, what is a mistake that Tenacious does here? Well, watch his pocket presence. It looks like he has bad pocket. Let's watch it back, though. Let's see. Watch Warren Moon here. So, yeah, we have protection really all in the middle. This guy's kind of disengaging, but you have time. And Tenna just kind of walks outside into this contain on the right. Can't do that. You just killed yourself a play where that corner route was going to be open for about 20 yards, 25, to 30 yards maybe. And you just don't get it. Be able to make that read on those corner routes is pretty good, although it's a little bit more of an advanced play, definitely. Let's see what the route combo is here. Would love to see him show his play art. I'm curious because we have a tight end. I actually don't love... Oh, he ends up... I don't love what this looks like here. And, yeah. Ends up running with Warren Moon. That's one of the nice things with Warren Moon. Wasn't a big fan of that route combo. I don't know what he was necessarily looking for on that. I had some spacing issues on the sideline. It's kind of my issue. And Henry sends the dogs right here. A lot of people, when this happened, you see Henry kind of roll his eyes, or he'll watch this again. A lot of people feel like this should be a pick. Henry doesn't have pick artist here, and this just isn't a pick in this game. You can see where the throw is. Like, this guy's up here. Throws right here. Click on. You won't pick that ball in this game. Now, I would not be opposed if we played Madden and this was a pick every time. That's not what I'm saying. But this game, this is not pick artist right here. This is not lurk artist. Won't be a pick. But 3rd and 4, we can see we're already back on another 4th down for Tenna, and that's 2 4th downs just this drive. He's had one good play. He stopped himself from getting another good play by rolling out of the pocket when he didn't need to. And now, we're on our first drive, and we're kind of begging, right? We're in a struggle drive. He decides to go for it, plays double post, and then go back to that same setup he's been doing, right? Let's see. Can we see all the play art? Show the play art, Tenna. Ooh, I hate this. No. He motions over, tries to catch Henry off guard with the quick motion over, quick throw. And I think he has some open here. So really, this is just an overload of this side of the field, right? We have a double post. We probably have a flat right here. We have a crosser, possibly a streak. It's just my issue with this route combo, man, is if you get blitz. This is what we call a please don't blitz me route combo. And the reason being is within let's see. Let's snap the ball and let's count for a second. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. So 2 Mississippis, which is a good unit of measuring time. 2 Mississippis is enough time for a blitz to come in, especially when you're not blocking anybody. He's sending everybody out. And within that same 2 Mississippi, we have 1, 2, 3 receivers all within a lurkable range of a user. And this guy just barely outside that range. And still, even that, it's tough to make this read with the user in the middle. It's kind of just a guess pass. So when you're going to be setting 5 out like that, you really need to be either aware of what your hot is going to be, and you have to have a little bit better spacing, or you need to know that your opponent is not blitzing. Good defensive play call by Henry to blitz right there, because when you have so many routes in the vicinity and you blitz, your user could take away so many routes. But it's not the best route coming from Tenna right there, and he probably knows that too. It's just a good defensive play call. I don't know, man. Last time we saw Henry in this, he was wearing a diamonds hat or something like that. Some of you guys would know. It's an expensive designer hat. Does anyone know what this is? I don't know what this is. Last time I said I didn't know what that hat was, and it ended up being like a $600 hat or something like that. I don't know. It must be. I'm sure it's expensive or something. He's made $800K from playing Madden just for MCS. Probably like you know what I mean. I just don't know what this is. I don't know what this hat. I don't even know if it is. It's like a beanie. It's like a beanie of some sort. Okay. I feel like some of the frayed things would bother me personally if they touched me, but I don't know. Looks cool. Here's a replay of that, I guess. Thank you, MCS Broadcast. MCS Broadcast doing a good job per usual. So Henry with the ball now. They just snapped the heck out of that. They didn't even give me a chance to talk. Henry has Troy Aikman as his quarterback, which it caught some people by surprise. Myself and a lot of other guys, I feel like, have talked about the fact that set feet lead is a broken ability in Madden, and that it's so good that you can throw anything. So it's not super surprising that Henry is using set feet lead Troy Aikman here, but a lot of people seem really surprised by it. I don't think you're wrong for not using him, but it makes a lot of sense that he did use him. 3rd inches right here. He's in the Eagles playbook, by the way, so they're both in the same playbook. But now a big thing to note is that Henry does not have any route chems. His abilities on his quarterback are as follows. He has set feet lead, he has gunslinger,
and he has gift wrapped. And he follows a mantra, or he is following a mantra that I've said a lot in a lot of my videos, where I'm a big believer in being able to throw the ball. When I hit a button, I want the ball to go to that receiver, and I want to be able to catch the ball when I get my hands on it. Gift wrapped and set feet lead and gunslinger do all of those things, right? And Henry's banking on himself for you to get route combos open with the stock routes that we have in bunch. And immediately you're going to see this say throw just quite simply, man. Quite simply. Double post right here, right? No special hot routes needed. Look at this. Look at this. The safety with no hot route, no set feet lead. The safety's making a play. This guy might make a play. Able to fit that ball in there. Super nice. It's just, that's what it does, man. That's what it does. And there's a lot of preference, man. A lot of people will be like, oh, when they try to use set feet lead, that's not as good because they need those extra routes, and that's fair. That's why we see Joe Montana late in this tournament. That's why you see Tenna running Ward Moon. And end of the first quarter, Henry moving the ball pretty well. Tenacious in I believe, let's talk about his defense really fast. I wasn't paying super. Yeah, he's in that 6-1 defense. So looking for disengages up the middle right here. Send 4 a lot of times looking for disengages. And Henry's just gonna. This is a ball again where if you don't have set feet lead, it's tough. Basic cover 3 shell. This guy's dropping back. This guy's rolling into a middle third. Look what happens though. Boom. There's that little pocket right here. And you're just able to hit that. No set feet lead. That ball might get led a little bit further or just get here a little bit slower. These guys able to collapse on him. Set feet lead, though, able to hit it pretty easily. And just a really easy ball for Henry to be able to get in there. And it's a quick touchdown for Henry. So Tenna is down 7 early. We're going to immediately skip over to a 2nd and 10. Let's set this play back up. Not seeing really any C routes being used from Tenna in the double post play. Looks like he's setting it up right here, though. Yeah. This play's cool. I think we're going to have some spacing issues, though, a little bit. It's fine. Goes underneath. Good read. And this is just a very basic flood concept, right? Like, even at the highest levels, like, you keep things simple. What is this? Look, we have a flat route, we have a clear route, we have an intermediate route, and then we have a backside post just going across the backside middle. Just basic flood. Just basic flood. Now, the C route here is really good because it just does, it's a better intermediate kind of hitting sideline route than some deep out routes and some corner routes. But in the end, I mean, that's just a very simple flood concept that you can run out of a lot of different things. Tenna loves this route combo right here. And this is big. This is big. He's upset by it. I think this is... So there's 2 things I want to mention here. There's some bumping that happens here. Watch right there. Boom. This is why the game's like very frustrating when I'm main cover. Just pay attention to what happens on number 84 right here. R1 on the streak. He gets manned up. There's man-to-man right here. Man-to-man, man-to-man, man-to-man. Guy, cross man, bumps into him. Leaves a wide open potential touchdown. Tenna, though, he lobs this, or he touch passes it. And the reason he touch passes it is I don't think he thinks that the bump is going to happen. But because he touch passes it, instead of bulleting it, it allows this safety up here to come make a play. On top of that, kind of a bad, just did not push the ball forward at all. And if you have set feet lead, you're able to make that throw as well. So a few things happen right there. A little frustrating for Tenna. But, and to be fair, though, to be super fair, it'd be frustrating if you're Henry because your dude's just bumped open. Like, what a dumb thing in the game for that to be a thing, where your dudes just will randomly bump open. See, 4th and 6, so this is 3rd, 4th down, I believe. Going back to kind of a similar, motion over, let's snap the ball fast type thing. This time, though, it's not a blitz. And you see how, there's a little bit better route combo here. We're attacking the sidelines a little bit better. And we're attacking just the entirety of the field. We're spacing our receivers out, right? Because if we go here, I mean, even still, we have a lot of congestion. But we have someone attacking the middle, and then 2 people attacking short flat, deep flat, and coming back across. It would hit that corner route. He is smart for motion that halfback across and snap the ball pretty fast. He is super smart for that. A lot of people motion that halfback across and kind of sit there and wait. You don't want to do that. And he's keeping his trigger over the halfback. He's going to motion him over. Let's see, basic flood on the left. Then we have a backside double post route. Blitz. Just a bad read. Just a bad read. I mean, that's why you want to have a good blitz in Madden. Is that 6? It appears that will be 6. That is not 6. But, so let's see. I mean, I think he just misses a read here. Typically, when you get blitz like this, you have stuff open. And, Yes, I mean, he could high ball square. He could throw X here. He does. And, yeah. Yeah, the bad read. Could have went underneath. Also, though, I mean, Henry's kind of keying in on when he thinks he's going to 5-out him. And he's just, setting pretty hard pressure at him consistently. He has good pressure. But that's a basic blitz right there. I think he sent 5 or 6 on that. Let's jump ahead here. Henry on offense now. And Tenna, 2 drives, 2 stops. Oh, geez, we just skipped too far ahead. Yeah, Henry scores a touchdown the next play. On that same ball as earlier, watch this seam streak. Right side this time. He did on the left earlier. Now he does it to the right. Oh, I'm sorry. He goes back to the seam streak on the left, actually. Jeez. Set feet lead just absolutely killing. This is not a bunch strong nasty. Man-to-man. Ooh, I don't even know 100% what happened right there. But high ball, got it, touchdown. Henry's up 14-0, just like that. Clock management-wise, is a big opportunity for Tenna to just be smart, and it's a big opportunity for Henry to, take kind of a commanding lead here. So it's important to remember one of the biggest things in Madden, and in football, but also really Madden, and plays a huge factor, is Henry gets ball at half. So Tenna needs to score 7 this drive, but he also needs to score 7 with a limited amount of time remaining to make sure Henry can't just go up another 7 and then score 14 unanswered out of half, if that makes sense. So Tenna needs Henry to get the ball back in the second half, only up 7. If Henry gets the ball back up 14 for any reason, probably GG's. The game's over. So you got to get 7. You got to time it correctly. You don't want to score too fast and give Henry enough time to go back down and score some points. Time management is a huge deal right here. Tenna really likes this wheel route, tight end corner route concept. 3rd and 3. Don't know. I think he just likes it for throwing it in that seam, I guess. There's something that a lot of people don't really do a good job of, and he actually does right here. These corner routes, man, a lot of routes can be thrown not only just super, on the sideline, but in the seam, and he does a good job of that right there. You see how this gets open. It gets open. This area of the field gets open a lot of different ways in different formations, but looks like this guy blitzes, that guy blitzes, and just able to take advantage of that seam. Yeah, good. Honestly, good route combo. I guess that wheel route is just better than just having a flat, because usually you'd pair that with a flat, so I guess I get it. And now we're 1st and 10. Give me a run play right here. Take us to a 2-minute warning. Let's see what he does. Ricky Williams, the halfback. Boom. And gain of nothing. And yeah, even on 2nd and 10, it's tough because he's going to run the ball again, and he's been struggling on offense, but he really does want to milk this clock. He's aware of it. Yeah, milk the clock, and it stinks, dude. Good gain. I only got 3. Jeez, I thought you got like 5. I don't know if they just cheated him with the spot a little bit. That's one of those little things where I'm struggling on offense, and then they feel like they cheat me on 2 yards. Like, dude, give me in yards, bro. We just saw Henry shift those backers. Gotta watch this blitz right here. It's definitely a blitz that can get picked up. Boom, quick throw, tackle, and out of bounds, which also sucks for Tenna. He wants that clock to keep moving. Now Henry, Henry's very well aware this is potentially game right here. They both are. Gotta have your best play on both offense and defense. Can't mess up. User has to be on point. And we just gotta see what happens right here. I think he's going to deploy double post. Motion the halfback out. Let's see. Yep. Potentially could see. Ooh, delay drag. Does that do a good job? Huh. All right, boys. Homework. You guys all test out these delayed drags and see how well they do, because that beat man coverage, and it looked like it might have been good against the blitz too. Nice little. I don't even know. I mean, that's a route where it's like it's kind of a gadget route, but at the same time, like it's just a fundamentally delayed drag. Just it seems like a good route. So, I mean, you might see me add that to my repertoire. Going back to the run game here, though. Henry not calling his timeouts yet. Boom. But Henry's run defense, I mean, when you're playing pass defense like this, where you're making Tenna struggle, and then you're also playing run defense where he can't even, a lot of people will start to, run the ball, trying just to, get lucky, kind of beg for yards, and he can't even do that. It's tough. Henry used his first time out there. 49 seconds left. Now we're starting to, after this run, ooh, good juke move. Okay. We're 3rd and 2. Ends up being a 3rd and 2. If that was a bad run, things could be a lot different. But since it's 3rd and 2, I'm still probably in clock mode if I'm Tenna. 3rd and 2. You got 2 plays. Going down to the single back wing slot. Got to look out for that RPO stretch. It's been good since the beginning of the year. It's still good. RPO stretches, RPO dives, RPO anything from under center especially are so good. And he's going to audible over to the wing tight stretch. Okay. Might see. Ooh, look at this. Audible over to the wing tight stretch. And look at the just absolute. We have a bunch of dudes on the right side for Henry and not many dudes on the left side. So what we're going to do, we're going to run the stretch to the left side. Makes sense. And he gets a first down. Henry's final timeout, not going to get taken. Tenna's going to go hurry up. And he's going to go just a little RPO stretch right here to the right side. We're getting to territory, though, with the clock where we just want to score a touchdown now. Don't even worry about clocking too much. Touchdown. He's looking for the tutty. Goes down to the 18 seconds left. There he calls his timeout. And, yeah, now he's just, hey, just score. If Henry scores with, 15 seconds, it's whatever. So far, perfect drive from Tenna. This is bad situation, but it's his best opportunity to get back into the game. He's done it. Like, he's given himself the best opportunity given the circumstances, right? And by the way, if you guys don't know this, you can find these games on the EA NFL like live stream. So if you want to watch these just with the regular commentary, jet sweep, really cool, really good right there. Then uses the Jurtle, nice. Don't see that a ton. Don't know how good it'd be against blitzing dollar, but against compressed defense like this, boom, that guy out there, baseline, not gonna be able to get out there. And, yeah, that kind of just Jurtle inside's really cool. But yeah, you can watch these without, my breakdown commentary on top of them. I got a comment on one of the other videos of, dude, you're talking too much. It's like, dude, the point of this is that's kind of the point of this video is me talking throughout it. One thing that sucks, dude, is I don't have my Telestrator, bro. They updated Windows, and I just don't have and there's no, easy Telestrator apps for some reason. It's very frustrating. It's actually, very stupid. I'm very upset by it. But whatever. We're going to skip ahead just a little bit because we just get to the end of the half here, and they're going to do a little halftime show or whatever. Next MCS tournament you could sign up for on the EA website and whatnot, so keep that in mind. That is coming up here this upcoming weekend. Ryan Howland's one of the commentators. Love Ryan. He's a great dude. Good Madden commentator, too. Good basketball commentator, but good Madden commentator. And we're right back into it with Henry with the ball. Immediately, he ran the ball on first down. So Henry, also, Tenna got the 2. Sorry, I skipped over it. He just ran a jet sweep again for the 2. I apologize. I skipped over it. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, Henry's very well aware of the situation he's in. And while he is going to be smart and try to chew the clock him out, he knows that the biggest thing he can do to help himself win the game here is just get 7 points, right? So I see a lot of people try to get cute in this situation, just do different things. And it's like, dude, just freaking get 7, man. Get 7. Run the ball when you can, especially if you get the looks where you'll be able to get positive yardage. But find a way to get 7 points. Tenna is doing the lineup glitch, though, where his middle linebacker is Night Train Lane. Something to keep in mind. And we'll see this audible over. Boom. Good D. Almost a good lurk. Almost a really good lurk right there, but good ball. Good ball, good ball, good ball. One of the best ways to attack these styles of defense is to spread them out in these kind of trip sets or to overload one side. I mean, you got to think, in this situation, right, think about this. How many actual defensive coverage players do we have right here on the right side? We have 1, 2, 3, potentially, 4 with the user, right? D-end, not really too concerned about him for the most part. And then we have 4 wide receivers over here as well. So it can cause a lot of issues. That D-end ends up doing a pretty decent job, actually, and Henry does have to throw the ball away. I do like the fact that Tenna went for 2. If you have a good 2-point play, which he did, I don't mind that at all, because it just, you're going to be in a shootout to come back, and if you just keep on, 2-point conversions to help keep you in the game. Super smart right there by Henry, just going down. He held left trigger, right stick in, and you could slide. I see a lot of people try taking off right here, get hit and fumble, and he's just, taking care of the ball is huge, all that good stuff. So really good job by him. Henry this time, he's ran this route combo a few times now, but this time got to watch a halfback streak, a little bit out of the backfield. Good D. There it is. There's a halfback streak out of the backfield. Jeez. What happens right there? I thought it was manned up. Let's see. Underneath, he sent him. Tenna clicked the right stick in. Jeez. Good D. Good D and good read. Wow. You can see this halfback manned up. Must have clicked the right stick in for Tenna. And just lets that up now. Wow. It was like that. Touchdown, Henry. Dang. That's tough, dude, because you could have got back right there. Henry would have kicked. It would have kept your game alive. And now, Tenna on offense, he's He's fighting for his life, man. He's fighting for his life. Really, really, really is. You see the lurk by Henry, though, underneath. It makes this throw just really scary. You can make it, but watch his lurk, right? A drag over the middle, boom, pops up to the post. You can highball, pass lead this square route down. It's tough, man. You got to pinpoint it pretty perfectly, right above the user, right underneath the safety. It's tough, dude. It's a tough ball to be able to make consistently, and he knows that. Watch double corner routes on the left side right here. This time, I think he's going to be able to hit it this time because it's been open pretty consistently, I believe, with Henry's defense. It's just he only called it that one time early, and this time he actually gets it, throws underneath, gets a block. Let's go Garrett Wilson, big play. Boom. And yeah, those double corners, man, they're just so good. You have that, obviously you have a deep corner pushing back anything deep, and then you have a corner going underneath it, so you can kind of pick and choose. This time they run a little bit close to each other, but if you can get them to get pretty good spacing, which they can sometimes, it's really nice. It's really nice. It's a route combo from last year, actually, that we saw a lot in like gun tight offset tight end, and that's finally starting to make a little bit of a comeback this year. Tenna all the way over to trips for the first time. Trips tight end offset. Watch this tight end post. Maybe a little post slant action. Let's see. Post drag, double seams. Rail. Let's see. Boom. Drag underneath. Good job. A lot of the pockets that you have to hit against man coverage are always going to be tight. They always, always, always will be tight. Probably going to see a halfback motion over right here. Let's see. Do we? Looking like it. Yep, there it is. Quick snap guy. Hope he doesn't send pressure. Quick, yeah, set 4-man. And that's the thing. I mean, it's a please don't blitz me route combo, man. It is. Whenever pressure comes in, this is just 4, mind you, but this is pressure coming in. There's nothing really quick to be able to hit unless you hit this wheel immediately. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these types of route combos. I never really have been. Never really have been. And Tenna's also shown a big kind of tendency with when he motions that halfback anywhere, he's pretty much always sending 5 out as well, which is, I'm assuming Henry has picked up on that as well. Not to say that he has to do that every single time, but it's definitely something that I've noticed. Let's see what we have here. Good defense. Good defense. Henry's user just doing a great job in the middle of the field, taking away the post route and the angle route. Watch this. Boom. Post route. I mean, it's hard. You can't really throw this anymore. Now he's going to the angle. Can't do that. Now, I think Tenna's tight end just got, like, mollywopped. What happens? Tight end on a corner route. I actually feel kind of bad because I think the tight end would have potentially been open. And, yeah, Tenna, you can't take 3 either. This is touchdown drive. Motions halfback out. Means probably going to send 5 out. He does. I love this combo. Pressure is not there. Drag underneath. Got it. Oof. A little short. I call this a triangle. It's very similar to a triangle concept that we'll run a lot in our videos, especially in the past. We have curl, flat, route attack in the middle, and then we have a little flood on the left side too, which is nice. Boom. Just not able to get the first, but it's tough to get the first right there too. 4th and 2. This is basically game. Let's see, going back to the same combo, basically. Boom. Dot. And this is, if you're Tenna, you're upset. I do think I see this ball get knocked out because he highballs it. And he if he has set feet lead, it does get there a little bit faster and he might catch it. But that's tough, man. Good user from Henry, but definitely a ball that you'd like to see get caught if you're Tenna. Good hot read. It's open. I mean, this is a open ball. He jumps up, comes down with it. And in a game where I feel like they hold on to a lot of stuff in this game, man, he drops and that's tough, dude. That's tough. 2-possession lead now for Henry, and this is where we're going to see a lot of clock management. And very intentional, run the ball. It's also bad when you're Tenna and you can't stop the run when you know he's going to be running the ball. Here's a replay of that right there. Boom. That's tough, dog. That's tough. Obviously, hindsight says the drag's open underneath. You can't get mad about that throw, though. Flag on the play. Does that flag stop the clock? He accepts it. That flag will stop the clock. No, it does not. And we're going to go to the end of the third quarter. 1st and 10, another run play. This time, and I mean, he's fighting for him, too. Getting more yards, milking more clock. Every second for Tenna is a huge deal to try to find a way. Looks like he might. Okay, he's not. I thought Henry might sling the rock right there. Let's go inside zone again. Kamara, juke outside. Boom. I wouldn't be surprised here shortly to see Henry potentially go on conservative. He's not going to right there, but I would not blame him if he did. Just because the only way Tanner gets back in this game is if you would let him get back into the game. You know what I mean? Good run shoot right there. Puts him at 2nd and 12. Henry will probably pass now. Yeah, it looks like verts, quick snap. What we got? Quick throw, anything? Yep, got the wheel. Got it. Boom. Easy. Picks up the first down, keeps it moving. How you doing? Clock's just ticking, man. Clock is just tick, 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 tick. You're going to go back to, this time it's going to be a read option. You see the clock going all the way down. Boom. And honestly, we're just going to see a lot of runs from Henry here to finish this game out. Clocks it out pretty much perfectly. He ends up gets lucky on this play, dude. 3rd and 9. He decides